Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Underrail Expedition. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we solve the tremors. We got tremors, and that's the wrong thing to do. And we're gonna solve it because Principal Investigator Staff over here has something to say about it. Are you here to ask about the tremors? Because everyone swarmed here after the ground started shaking, like it was something we are causing. Reminds me of the particle accelerator black hole panic from a few years ago. Magnificent short. Obviously being a reference to the real world particle accelerator black hole panic. Why did you... No, it's not that. I mean, I wanted to ask why, but that's not the question that we're here. What can you tell me about these tremors? We have a seismograph set up here in the lab, and we monitor it very carefully. First of all, these tremors came out of nowhere. There was no previous indication that an earthquake was about to happen. And second, we still do not know why it is happening. Do you maybe know the direction they're coming from? Well, now the readings... No, wait, that's not how it goes. Well, now, the readings imply that it is coming from the west, if they are correct, and they should be. I obviously can't pinpoint it specifically, sister. Why do you ask? Interesting, I'll be right back. Short guide you. Short guide you too, sister. From the west. The... what now? I think there was a word missing there. I had to look it up over on the wiki. Yeah, there's a word missing. It's from the west wing, not from the west. So as in, it's not coming from outside of this place. It's coming from here. Let's see what happens here. Why are you still here, sister? Because I want to ask you about... I can't ask you about... That's weird. I really should be able to ask about the, shut up. About the tremors, if they're coming from here. And they are coming from here, according, again, to the wiki. And I also think that I saved on the right point, because I think we're at a point of no return. What's that sound? Please don't make that sound. So we're supposed to go south. Why can't I go? Oh, because of the... Right. Let's find out. There shouldn't be any... Well, I was going to say there shouldn't be any enemies here. They do respawn. Pavel's corpse is over there, being all corpsey. And we're supposed to go over here. Of course, the game gives us no indication of this. I'll tell you what, killing the shortists is so much easier. Oh, there we go. There we go. As soon as your presence becomes known to the two faceless guards, they raise their weapons in unison, ready to use them. But suddenly, they freeze. The hallway becomes noiseless. Even when the two guards lower their weapons, you hear no talking nor notice any visible signals between them. Several seconds pass before one of them turns around. I think we're gonna be attacked. But let's see what happens, because for the, for science. And Let's Plays. Oof, that is... that is bad. The nearing of yet another armed faceless invokes a strange feeling of familiarity, and only when he finally stops right in front of you do you remember he is the injured faceless you rescued back in Core City. Indeed, you recognize his damaged mask. With each passing second, you seem to recall every little dent and scratch on it. As the puzzle solves itself in your head and completes that very image, you notice how every red wound has now been replaced with a pale scar, and how that bleeding cylinder on his arm has now... That bleeding? Has now been straightened out, and is now, again, many nows in the sentence, in line with the other two. Other than the fact that he is in a much healthier condition than he used to be back then, there is yet another major difference between this encounter and the one from Core City. One you notice as soon as he reaches underneath his mask. And as soon as he makes a subtle twisting motion, and as soon as he begins talking to you with a synthesized voice. Greetings. If you value your life, you will leave the Institute of Chort at once, while there is still time. Why would I leave? There's a brief pause as the three faceless stand in silence, motionless, staring at you. The pause feels longer than it actually is, but ends once you are spoken to again. I don't know how long the pause is because it feels longer than it actually is, but whatever. Because it's like, this person looks older than he is. Yes, that works very well if you know how old they are, but not if you're meeting them for the first time. This pause doesn't, you don't know how long it is because it feels long. So that's how long it is. The invasion is imminent. The Institute of Chort will soon be overrun, and everyone inside eliminated. You helped me in Core City. I still live because of you, and for that sole reason you will receive this warning. Now leave. Should you linger on when the invasion begins, you will be treated no differently than the Chortists. That is my message. Hey, why are you doing all this? Tell me. This conversation is over. He nods, and then reaches underneath his mask to end the conversation. Afterward, he finally walks away. Finally, afterward. Oh, they're very aggressive about this. Oh, he's shooting his own mate. Okay. Please stop. Stop it. Stop. This is highly irregular. Please stop killing me. I do not appreciate this. Dang it. That didn't go according to plan. So we're siding with the Chortists. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attack them. But but I'm gonna attack them, you know, basically the same conversation and attack them after. I think that's a good idea. Is it a good idea? Yeah, maybe. Why would I leave? Continue, continue. Tell me why you're doing this, then he doesn't. Okay, so what is the plan? The plan is pretty straightforward. To learn where the edge of their aggressiveness is, like probably over here. Nope. There it is. It's right by their side. And the thing is, I know that this game actually aggroes enemies while you're in combat. So what happens is that if we enter combat, which we will, you need to... Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. If we enter combat and move, they aggro. So that's good news. Because then you get stunned. A lot of people get injured. I fall back and I set everybody on fire. Sounds like a plan. Just gonna go ahead and shoot over there. Okay, well, I guess the stun situation was a little bit overkill. Let's see what happens here. Unfortunately, I didn't set everybody on fire, just one of them. And the one that I didn't is the one that smacks me with a hammer. It should be fine. There's a mind reader coming in and a centaur. Now we know who these guys are because we fought centaurs already. Okay, so that guy's stunned. The centaur is not. Please burn. Actually, should I? Yes, I should. Fall back. Smack. Here comes the doctor. Okay, and then a fireball back there? Yes, that is indeed the plan. And some of them are on fire. I think both of them are on fire. And then I fall even further back. Doctor heals. Nope. Doctor takes morphine and does the heal for 5 or 50. 50 healing. That is very little. That's weird. Either way, the doctor will now proceed to die. I hope. That's it. Okay. So, I don't have healing kits. I can't exit combat. Oh, that was a bad idea. I really like the new explosion animations. They're really cool. Yeah. That was just a bad idea. Can't end combat. I really, really would like to end combat because I want to heal. Okay. And then press enter. Take that. And we're good. Okay. What do they drop? Bad things. Shock tungsten steel sledgehammer. Yeah, that is a hammer. Doctor has acid vials, some syringes, but no healing kit or no healing items. Wait a minute, is this this faceless did have some healing item. Oh, it's the one that I killed first, of course. This laser pistol cannot be unloaded. I do want. Oh, that's where they came from. I thought I was gonna go back and warn people, but as it turns out, that is not what we're about to do. We're gonna take the fight to the faceless, I think. Now, where is this? It's still in the same area. You notice several glimmers of light finding their way between the collapsed rocks. Maybe you can take a peek through one of the openings and see what lies on the other side. And you do. It's a lot of faceless. Just what that is. I could take them on. I mean, I've taken on worse odds, I think. So I could, but I won't because that's not possible at the moment. I mean, it's not possible at all from there. Forget the moment. At the moment, I'm thinking I want to go back. I really don't know if this is a point of no return. I'm trying to think if I want to go back home. I will go back home. So, let's go back home, since we know of the invasion. There's no, I don't think there's any timing. We might be now forbidden from leaving, though. But we're gonna find out. So the way that this works is you need to go over here. And you need to talk to that guy over there. We've done this before. So, hello. Can you open the gate for me? Oh. He didn't actually ask me what to do. That's curious. Either way, we're leaving because I wanna craft things. I wanna go back home. I wanna get all my stuff because I think we're leaving for good. So let's go to Core City. Let's go back home. There's a lot of stuff in here, and I'm taking a lot of it. There's something here that I didn't try. Electronic repair kit. Oh yeah, I might need to fix some stuff. It's fine. It's fine. We got this. So yeah, I've repaired all my things. I've charged all my things. I'm not taking repair kits with me because honestly we don't take that much damage, so it's not that common that we need repair kits. I'm taking all of my plasma cells. Those things are really, really powerful, but I have a lot of them, and honestly, they're the same size. They're the same weight as the rest of the batteries, except for these greater fusion cells that are enormous. So we don't worry about that. But everything else is good. I'm taking food. I'm not taking lockpicking, which is, I mean, it's definitely our biggest limitation, and it has been for a little while. What did? Oh, right. There's this item over here that is enormous. I forgot. I was like, is the game bugging out? Nope, it is not. But that brings our weight up quite considerably. So we've basically done everything that we can, generally speaking. There's a few quests that I've left, mostly because I don't know how to how to do them. And now we're gonna... yeah. It's not that. Get all of this. That's what we're gonna do. I'm thinking... we're not gonna. There's something I'm missing still. And it's any and all crafting components that I have here on my cruiser. So we're not coming back for the cruiser, I don't think. If this is final, and I believe it is, I don't remember. Like I believe it is, and even if it isn't, it's totally fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all of the crafting components from here, and we might not be able to walk very far, but we do have a lot of them, and they might be needed, except for the engines. Let's see. How is that crafting, though? That's weird, isn't it? So take all that and then leave behind the really heavy stuff that really doesn't matter. I mean, there's a lot of this stuff that really doesn't matter either, but we don't talk about that. And now the good thing about this is that you can, hopefully, talk to Captain Rasko over here, go back to Southgate Station, and just be able to walk. Ooh, I can. Fantastic. And I would have been able to walk anyway, I think, because I have the belt that allows me to carry stuff. Now, what this allows us for, or what this allows us to do, is to take all of the consumables, everything. You have so many things. Ooh, some things that I didn't learn. Twitch over there, apparently. I wonder why. Or maybe it was just like a shotgun or something and I didn't pay attention. Anyway, what this is going to allow us to do is to craft more vests. Now, I don't know if I... that's not... How do I craft? G? G it is. I don't know if we have regenerative vests and stuff like that, so we might not be able to do anything here. But we have, like, this best we can get. And we have gotten some really, really sweet stuff, even though we have also, you know, it's fine. Since, you know, the stuff that we have is also pretty good. So, the first thing is our vest. Or at least the most important one. Ours served as well. And is serving as well. Ooh, we can also do the inhalants over here. The problem is... Tactical vest, that's the one. So, the game highlights stuff automatically. It looks like I might not have... No, I do have some regenerative vests. Relatively high quality. Okay. So I'll go with that. So it's drag and drop. We have sturdy vest. Let's see what highest quality we have. We got a galvanic vest. We have a laminated fabric ballistic panel. I don't think we need that. That's probably going to increase our tactical resistance, or mechanical resistance, rather. And then we have reinforced ballistic panel, which is probably worse, even though it's a higher quality. I don't know. I imagine it is. And we also have ceramic plate, but that's actual plating, so it's not the vest itself. So I think 97 is a very, very nice place to be at. And of course, we're going to compare it to our current one. And then we have the Habitable carapace. Now that is... Oh, no. Yeah, but we also have the crab carapace. These are better, aren't they? The problem with the Habitable carapace is that it's not as good as this one. So if I just put it over here... Well, I actually don't know where it goes. It goes somewhere. There it is. I don't know if it's the crab that we want. I think it might be the crab, but I remember it also having different effects. So, yeah, all of this can be an irrelevant thing. I really like the black cloth because it allows for stealth. We're gonna go with that, but I think we're using Kevlar cloth, and it, by the name, it sounds like we are. And then we have the ballistics panel. And what would that be? Aluminized cloth. Yeah, some high quality stuff over there that we cannot use, but we can compare. We can have fun with this. I have a lot of fun with this stuff. So we got the panels over here. We only have reinforced. Oh, these are actual panels. I was looking at them as if they were vests, and they are not. We do have ceramic plates. Wait, that goes over there, doesn't it? Yes, it doesn't go where I want it to go. So, which is the second slot. So reinforced fabric ballistics. Let's see what this does. Tailoring is required, but I might be able to do something about that. We're gonna worry about that in a little bit. So what are we looking at? Mechanical damage threshold. Let's compare things. So psi ability cost decreased by 10%. Ours is 10. Okay. Sonic skills increased by 25. Ours is 24. So let's compare it to the crab. Psi regeneration is increased. Psi skills are increased. So I think the beetle is just better because of the psi cost decrease. That is very good. I like that a lot. Regeneration is nice, but it's better to not use the point at all. I think I made this point before, so everything is fine. We're also going to need to compare the reinforced ballistic panel over there to see what it does, because I think, look at the 275. What about this one? 275 as well. So mechanical is Mechanical is 22-25, whereas this one makes it 27-22. So we want the 25, because the threshold is increased, and not the resistance. So we actually want the other one. Interesting. It's not as high quality, I believe. No. Yeah, but it's good. Maybe it's going to lower our tailoring? I don't know. But we're going to need to worry about the tailoring. It's probably going to be the Kevlar cloth. In fact, I wonder if it is the Kevlar cloth that is creating these problems. Quality 146. Okay. Tailoring goes down. At a little bit of an expense, but it's diminishing returns at this high level. Kevlar cloth is generally very good. I think it's it adds percentile based. So basically, if you don't have a tactical vest and add Kevlar cloth or on the high quality, you get 75% increase in the mechanical damage threshold. Whereas with the tactical vest, you already have 200% increase. So instead of adding to basically triple the 70% increase, you get just 270. So it's definitely diminishing returns. And honestly, there's other types of things that I might want to do, and you see the difference there. And of course, the stealth is increased by a fair amount. It's not that much. I honestly wish that I had a little bit better stealth, but you know, it's just how it goes. We can't do that. We have blast cloth, but I believe that is for damage from explosions. 70% is pretty amazing, honestly. We got some interesting things. All things considered, we have some interesting things, but not being able to craft the Kevlar cloth is not really gonna be a thorn in my butt, so I think we're good. Aluminized cloth, we might as well see what that does, because probably for electrical, if I had to guess. Stealth decreased by 86, which is fine, because mine is 0. I have 0 points in stealth. So let's see, damage threshold, yeah, it's probably heat resistance, which is bollocks, because aluminium is a pretty decent heat transmitter. But this game doesn't know what that is. We have talked about it before, yeah, so we don't need to rehash that conversation. So that is, yeah, that just goes above, and it goes above by a fair amount as well. I think it's the quality itself that matters the most. So 146 in comparison to, yeah, so it adds to the tailoring. Okay, so that's our setup. Let's compare. So the threshold is better. The resistance is a little bit worse, but maybe I did the wrong choice before. We got the psiability increase. It's the same. The psionic skill increase is a little bit better, but it's negligible. The weather regeneration is actually pretty decent. It uses a little bit more health, but that doesn't matter. The energy is nice for 62. It's a little bit of an increase, and of course it lasts longer. So that's pretty nice. Now, what am I gonna want to compare before can I? No, I can't. Okay. So what am I gonna want to compare? I want to go and look at my tailoring skill. So I'll have to redo that again, which is fine. Redo that again? No, just redo that. Trying to... Yes, there it is. I want to see where we are. Tailoring. Very nice. Very nice. We can actually do the high quality one. At least I think so. Not only because we have a thing that... Let me slow the game down just in case. Not only because we have a thing that allows us to get extra skills, and it's called something. It's the underpie. It sounds dirty, but it isn't. But mostly because we can increase the relevant thing, which is intelligence. And we already have... no, that's good. I was going to say it's bad because we have little intelligence, so it's not going to increase by much, but that's not the case. So let me just offload all of this because we don't need it. And let's see what we have over here in my foods. What increases my intelligence? I don't remember anything increasing my intelligence, actually. Any food increasing my intelligence. So maybe I don't have it. Aww. Maybe it's actual drugs. Yeah, nothing increases my intelligence. Or willpower, for that matter. Maybe we can go up to, I don't remember the name, but yeah, we're going there. Cyber Labs, that's the one. And see if they have anything that increases my intelligence. I also will need... what will I need? I will need my inhalers. So Oh, I asked that thing that I shouldn't ask. He said something. It's fine. Whatever. So what are we looking at? Consumables. Nothing here. Najed doesn't say anything. There's Harold. He's engineer. What a shame. Yeah, we're not... I mean, it's not that big of a deal. If we had brought that up a little bit, we would have been able to do that, but brought our tailoring up a little bit, I mean. But as it is, I think increasing our skill points by 3 is not going to do anything. And honestly, it's not going to matter. And that is the biggest... That's the biggest thing. It doesn't really matter. So, what we're looking at is what we did before. Kevlar cloth. Double click might work. Let's give it a try. Regenerative vest. Double click does work. Was it that one? Or was it the other one? The laminated one. I think it was the laminated one. Because this is increasing... Yeah, it was. Okay, so that's pretty good. And we are creating it. And that's it. We have our new vest. It's basically the same thing. So maybe it is made of the same materials. I don't know. Anyway, next up. So that's good. It's not amazing, but that's good. Next up, I might want to do some tabby shoes, or whatever they're called. Because... tabby boots, that's the one. Ours are really good, admittedly. But... maybe I want to do something else. So we got aluminized cloth. Why are you using the rubbish quality? We got siphoner leather. You have sea worm scales and all that. You know what I mean? We got like really good stuff that we didn't have, I don't think. Like a heartbreaker serpent skin. What does that do? I have no souls. Oh man. Now I have it. Good. Okay. So let's go back to that. So what was I saying? Heartbreaker? Yeah. And then the souls is basically anything. So let's compare. Bioresistance instead of cold. Movement increase is a little bit better. Movement speed is a little bit better. Dodge increased by an enormous amount. Action point cost of melee doesn't matter. Persuasion. All mechanical damage taken reduced by 5. That's pretty nice. You know what? That is very good. Heartbreaker serpent skin is where what is up. Yeah, so let's see what else we get over here. We just have bad. I think the quality might be what changes the most. Ooh. I think that's better than Heartbreaker, even though the quality is not as good. Movement speed is very nice. Dodge is not as good. Movement speed points, rather, which are the ones that we care about. No, these are better. These are better. Okay. Okay, so quality may matter. Bison leather, pretty good, but nothing. Constitution is increased by 1. That's kind of interesting. Nothing extraordinary. We can use our Kevlar cloth over here. Oh yeah, we're probably going to use the Kevlar cloth. Because of the... it's a high quality. The movement speed increase is 34. In comparison to 24, the speed is good. The dodge is a little bit better, so it's already an improvement. I like that. So we saved our best quality Kevlar for this. That's not bad at all. We also have black cloth that does increase stealth. 32. Let's compare. So Kevlar 32, Kevlar 34. But I think the stealth is a good trade-off. Action point. Yeah, there's nothing otherwise that would really incentivize me to go in that direction. We got an aluminized cloth. That is high quality, 37, and a bunch of dodge. Stealth is increased by 5 million. Heat resistance is a little bit, so maybe I have some high quality aluminized cloth over here. The heat resistance is kind of nice, but I don't think it's gonna matter. So I think I'm gonna go with the Kevlar. Isn't this the one that mechanical damage threshold? There's a little bit of mechanical threshold, so it is going to contribute to my mechanical threshold. So right now we're going to have just enormous mechanical threshold. I don't even know how to judge that. But we got some good things. I think not the sea worm, but the Heartbreaker made a good point for itself. Persuasion increase is kind of interesting, but not really necessary, obviously. It's a little bit better against criticals. It's got a little bit of bio. I don't know. The dodge increases. The dodge increase is good, but I'm not a dodgy character. I don't think I dodge anything ever. So, yeah, I think that's where we're gonna go with. We also have the Greater Siphoner over here, but that adds a bunch of protection elsewhere. We don't need to worry about that. So let's compare it to our current one. All action point cost of melee reduced. All mechanical damage taken reduced by 5. 5%, I mean. I don't really care for that. It's a nice one. Those are nice boots. Don't get me wrong, but these are better. And that's also the end of the episode, I just now noticed. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Underrail Expedition. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.